that each practice starts with intention, then we do the practice itself. And what we'll remember to do at the end as well is the dedication. So the dedication is what takes the benefit of our practice and offers it out to others. So if we know that a friend of ours is having difficulty, we use that dedication as a moment to share the merit, share the benefit with that person so that they can feel held by community. And it's very subtle, but there's something that people often speak about, that at a time of difficulty, when they know that there are others thinking of them, sending them well wishes, meditating for them or praying for them, they feel an inner sense of support. So it's something that we can do at a very subtle level. All right, let's move into our second practice, which takes us now from the settling into the body. So we really ground in the physical body. And then we move into open awareness. So this is where we become much more creative, where the mind can almost discover solutions to things that it didn't necessarily know, or where we can suddenly find an insight or an understanding coming through. So open awareness is a very gentle place. It's not easy for all of us, because we're much more trained into doing, solving problems quite actively. But open awareness is all about recognizing that we have a doing mode, but equally we have a being mode. And the two together can make us skillful in our lives and helpful to the people around us. So let's begin. Feeling the points of contact with the earth beneath you, with a sense perhaps that the earth is welcoming you. It's happy that you're here, settling down. Aware too of the lengthening of the spine, which gives us a dignity. Maybe a releasing of the shoulders and opening of the chest, so that we can touch into that spaciousness within and the place where we link our mindfulness with our heartfulness, our kindness. And now take 3 settling breaths. So feel the inhale drawing all the way in through the nostrils, down the throat, expanding the rib cage and the belly. And letting that same breath flow out. And this time, as your breath flows out, get the sense that you're settling down into the body. And we can even scan gently through the body, maybe from the crown of the head, getting a sense of the forehead, maybe smoothing the skin there, feeling the eyes resting in the sockets, allowing the jaw to release a little bit. Maybe letting the lips part and the tongue rest on the upper palate. You may want to roll the shoulders and then feel how they feel when they can sink down. Moving awareness down through the chest, down the arms. And wherever the hands are, whether they're resting on your knees, on your belly, or held in your lap, tune into the palms. There's so many nerve endings there. We often feel a warmth or a tingling. And then down through the rest of the torso. Are there places maybe in the spine that are a little achy or tight, or in the hips? Bringing a caring attention to the pockets of discomfort that are often present in this living, breathing body of ours. Moving down through the legs as well. There's big muscles in the legs. See if they can soften a little. And all the way down to the feet. And having grounded into the body, we now sit with nowhere to go, nothing to do. This commitment to being present. Noticing what information comes in through your senses. So maybe opening the ears for sound. I can hear the doves greeting the morning. There may be sounds of traffic or voices. Allow all sounds to come to you. Noticing how they dissolve away back into silence. Images may come to you as well. If your eyes are closed, there may be lights playing on the back of the eyelids. Or you may want to open your eyes gently, aware of the colors, the textures, the shapes, maybe movement, stillness. And of course, there may be tastes in the mouth or fragrance in the space where you are. So we can move through the senses one by one, but also you can sit without focusing on anything in particular, allowing life to arrive. And then to move on. And we began by opening to the outer world. But as we rest in open awareness, also our inner world will communicate. There may be gurgling in the stomach, places of tightness, warmth, openness. A whole range of physical sensations will come into your awareness. So those are physical feelings. There may be emotional feelings too. Joy, sorrow, and everything in between. And again, we don't grab onto them or push them away. We allow them to move through in their own time. And of course, there'll be thoughts. And there's no need to push them away. We allow them to arrive, bringing their wisdom. Or they may be old habit pattern thoughts that just circle round and round. So for those ones, we can bring curiosity or even a sense of humor. Remembering that the thoughts are just like the breath. They will arrive in a moment and they'll dissolve away. They only become troublesome if we grab onto them. So seeing if you can stay with this quality of openness. Not even meditating, just resting here. Giving ourselves the luxury of rest, whilst knowing that it brings benefit, not just to our own life, but to the lives of the people we share this life with. And as our time comes to its end, I'll use the singing bowl. And when you hear the sound, imagine dedicating whatever benefit you may have gained from our time together, sending that out into the world. And I know some of us here have our dear friend Shan, who has just lost her father. So we can send the benefit of this practice to her. And others, you also know people who are having difficulty. So use this as a moment to encircle them in the compassionate energy that can arise when we practice together. Sensing how our dedication can spread out in ever widening circles, just like the sound of the bell. So those of you who aren't familiar with my offerings on Insight Timer, you're very welcome to look at my profile. I've posted a new course on communicating with compassion and clarity. So it's a lovely course that brings our mindfulness practice into relationship. And of course, that's where most of us do experience difficulties, where we experience sorrow. So you're welcome to check out that one, particularly if you're on the Member Plus program. Otherwise, I believe you can purchase it directly through the website, and you can listen to week 1 for free. So enjoy that. There's also lots of different practices for driving, for traveling, for settling, and compassion practices as well. Those are the ones that I found have helped me so much. And so those are the ones I tend to share.